Welcome to Wicked Earth Adventures. I'm once again paddling up the big river in hopes of camping there all night. I think this is the highest I've ever seen water here. I think I'll eat my lunch in this little eddy over here. The good part about being in the middle of nowhere is that when you're done with your trash, you can just throw it anywhere you want. I'm only kidding. I brought a trash bag with me. Throw your trash away so it doesn't end up on the river. This is where the first beaver dam usually is, but because the water is so high, I don't think it's here anymore. Now I'm in the spot where the second beaver dam usually is. This is the perfect spot to have more sushi from the supermarket. So it looks like my campsite is a little bit underwater. I could either stay here all night and tough it out, or I could find a new spot. It's about 4:30 right now, and I kind of wanted to get a fire going. That's the fire pit. Got some more broken glass from those people from last year. I think I'm gonna have to move. This whole campsite is full of water. This is usually where I set up my hammock, and there's water under it. That's usually where I go to find firewood. It's covered in water. I usually sit over there near the fire pit, but that's underwater. This is right across the river. It might actually work. This should do it. There's an abundance of firewood and an abundance of 2 trees that I can hook up a hammock in between. This seems like a nice flat spot for a fire. I got this new underquilt that I'm gonna try out, put underneath the hammock. That didn't take too long. I also got this 0-degree sleeping bag for Christmas too, along with this underquilts. These potatoes are so good. You can boil them, you can mash them, you can even stick them in a stew. Well, I've decided to go to sleep. It's about 10:30 at night. See you guys in the morning. Hey, it's now 8 o'clock in the morning. I have 2.5 hours to get to my parents' house for Easter Sunday. I got my hammock packed up and I'm about to go pack up the kayak and head home. It's about 40 degrees right now. It's pretty cold for kayaking weather, at least for me. That new sleeping bag I got, I was actually sweating in it. I had to get my sweatshirt off and remove the liner, and it was still warm. I highly recommend 0-degree sleeping bags. I just saw about 2 or 3 otters. That's awesome. There's so much wildlife in these places. Usually you see a great blue heron or a beaver. Definitely a lot of birds and ducks. Birds and ducks. They're not the same thing. seems to me that I'm ending my journey here on Big River in West Greenwich, Rhode Island. There were some struggles when I showed up to my campsite and saw that it was underwater. But the new campsite is pretty decent. I made a fire pit. I had to go look for some rocks. I found an old fire pit that was really small and hadn't been used in probably 20 years. And there wasn't a lot of trash this year. Just a few pieces of glass that I missed last year. It's cold. It wasn't cold when I was sleeping, but it's cold. It's in the 40s right now. If I were to capsize, I don't know, I'd probably die. Thanks for tuning in. Don't change that dial. Okay, you're gonna have to leave.